it's me Nate here, and in this video I'm going to show you guys a tutorial about the Wonderfox video watermark. So before I begin, there is a few things I like to share with you guys about the software. The first thing is it has a simple interface, and the second thing is it has a variety of codecs to choose to convert the videos later, and the third thing is it's fairly fast too. So without wasting any time, let's begin. So you must first load a video to embed a watermark in the video. That's the obvious thing. Over here there are three choices to choose: text, an image, or a shape, and I'm gonna start off with text. So here it is, and over here it says a new text watermark, and I'm gonna change it to the species name of the fish, discuss, and I'm gonna change the font. I'm going for AR Darling, and I'm gonna change the color to white. Red is just too flashy and is unattractive. Well, it is attractive on Ferrari, but in this video, in the text, it is not. So I'm going to change the font to 96. I am choosing a fairly large size so that you guys can able to see it. And then, yeah, no shadows, no stroke, no, that's it. Okay, and then add. As you can see, the text has appeared on the video, and let's move on over here. Do you guys notice the squares with the lines over them? Now this, as you guys press the direction, it places the text on the video based on the direction you click on. As you can see, I'm going for the top left. The text goes to top left of the video, and I'm going for right. As I click the right button, it goes to the right side of the video. So in this video I'm going to set it to the top right. Yeah, it sits there just fine. Then let's go by this slider one by one. Now the first slider is the opacity level. As I slide it further to the left, it becomes less dimmer. As you can see, the effects on the text, as I go further right, it becomes much more brighter. So I'm going to set it to 100. And now let's move on to the next slider. It's the rotate slider. As I move further to the right, it rotates the slider even more, and as I move further to the left, it does the same thing. So there's nothing much to explain over there. So let's move on to the next slider. Now this slider is the intensity level of the tiles. As you can see, it's set in the general form, so it won't have any effects in the general form. Now let's choose tile. As you can see, it's very intense. I can't see those beautiful fishes behind those lousy text in this covering this video. So let's pull this slider further to the right. As you can see, as I pull further, it becomes much more, how to say, it becomes much more further. Yeah, it becomes much more further. As I move it to the left, it becomes much more cramped and it is not so attractive to look. So I'm gonna set it to general, and it becomes normal. And let's move on to the next. Enable scrolling. Now this is an interesting feature in this Wonderfox video watermark. Now I'm gonna show it to you guys. Now I'm gonna click enable scrolling, and I'm gonna set it to fade over to the left side. Now I'm gonna click play. As you guys should able to see that the text is slowly emerging from the side. If I unclick this, you see it's like there's a line over there, so it's not so attractive to see. But if you guys prefer that way, you guys can add it too. It's not a big deal, but I'm going for the softer side. So as you can see, it's much more softer and it looks much more better. Then here is the repeat button. If you click this repeat, the text would go over and over and over again. If you click that, you better make some space in front of the text so that there would be a gap and you'll be able to recognize the text well. As you can see, let's wait here for a while. Let's let it to pass first. Discuss. Now we are on to the S, and let's wait for the D. Now as I mentioned earlier, can you guys notice the space there? It has a space so that as the new text emerges, you guys can notice the difference. Yeah, here I said it, the gap. As I delete the spaces, it will just become one straight line, and it just won't be so attractive and it won't be so neat and tidy. So 2 space strokes is just fine, and that's it. So there's an auto text size to adapt. Now that is nothing special about it. And as I increase the size, as you can see, there is more space so that you can see the text even better. So, and here is the time. It's currently set to 50 now. Let's set it to 25. As you can see, it goes much faster, and that's it. We are done. As I repeat again, this is the repeat. So this is the size thingy. If you mess with the size, it goes much further apart and you can see the text much better. So if you're typing a longer sentence, you need to increase the size so that it won't be much cramped and difficult to notice the text. So this is the horizontal or the vertical thing. I click vertical, it goes from down to up, and if I click horizontal, it goes from right to left. And this is the timer thing. The lower you set it, the faster it will go through. The higher you set it, the much slower it will go. Again, you must add key to it. Now I'm going to slide it to the number 3 or the 3rd second, and I'm going to add another key. And I'm going to set the rotation slider further to the left, sorry, right. And yeah, so that's it. So as I play the video, as you guys shall see, the image itself rotates. It rotates. So as I increase this, no, that's nothing. So it rotates. Now that is one interesting feature. So as I mentioned earlier, if you set the opacity level to 0 in the 2nd key, and if you play it, as you can see, as it slowly rotates, it will slowly disappear as well. So this is another interesting feature you can do in this Wonderfox video watermark. You can do the same thing in the text too. If you guys notice over here, there is a timeline. There's a timeline over here. Now let's move over to that. Now I'm gonna set it to the seconds, so it is much more easier to set the keys. As you can see, the keys. Now let's go to the starting of the video and add key. Now the keys, it is an interesting features too. So I'm going to add the key and the text over here. I'm going to click add. I'll just enable scrolling to demonstrate you guys about this feature. So I'm gonna add a key and I'm gonna slide it over to the number 2, and I'm gonna add another key. Now I'm gonna set the opacity level to 0. Now as I play the video, you guys see the effect on the text. It fades away beautifully done. Isn't that wonderful? Wonderfox is just truly wonderful. It is just so simple, and it brings so many great effects to it. You can even add other interesting effects too, such as I'm going to add another key and I'm going to click the top left button. So let's play it. As you can see, the text moves from the top right to the top left. Now you guys can notice that is one interesting feature. So you guys can also like set it like this, such as I'm going to add a key. Now I'm going to set it to move it to the top left, and as it moves it will disappear. So I'm going to set the opacity level to 0. Now let's play the video again. As you guys can see, it just disappears. Ain't that cool? Yeah, it is just so damn cool. Now I'm gonna delete those keys because I did it in order to demonstrate it to you guys. So that's it, we are done in the text department. So let's move on to the shape. No, sorry, not shapes, images. Now as you can see, this is my current YouTube account picture, but Wonderfox includes a variety of images to choose from, as you can see, including animated. So I'm not going for any animated images, and I loaded my own. That is the cool monkey wearing glasses. So I clicked OK, and I'm going to click add. But did you guys notice the first thing when it appeared on the video? It is just big. If I place it anywhere on the video, it will just block the whole view of it. So I'm gonna resize it to a smaller size. As you guys can see, this lock image over here, icon over here, if I unlock it, you can slide each slider individually. But if you guys have other options, you can choose to do so, but in this case I'm gonna choose the lock key and I'm gonna resize it in a uniform order. So this should do fine. Now as I mentioned earlier, the arrow keys, the direction keys, place the image wherever you want on the video. So top right is occupied, I'm going for the top left. Yeah, that's fine, that's really great. So that's it. There is a tile options for this image too. So as I mentioned earlier, the slider, it just less intensifies the video. Sorry, I'm stuttering a bit, I'm just don't know what to say about it. I'm just stuttering, I'm sorry guys for that. So let's set it in general, and that's it, we are done. We are not done yet. There is the opacity slider for the image too, and as for the text too, there is a rotation slider too. So there is nothing much left to explain about it here. There are the add keys function, and you can do the same thing I did to the text earlier, as you can add keys to it. And we go over to the number 3, and I'm gonna add another. So slide the opacity to 0, we play it. As you notice, the image it becomes less and less dimmer and it just disappears. So you can even do such as place it on the bottom left. Yeah, and as we play the video, it goes to the bottom left and it disappears. See, it just disappears. So it is a truly wonderful feature in this Wonderfox video watermark. Now, and that's it. I'm going to delete those keys and let's move on to the shape. Now the shape is in the shape we rarely see watermarks in the form of shapes. Text and the image are the most famous, but in this case shapes are used to form annotations. Yeah, annotations. Now as I will demonstrate here, yeah, let's see the edgy freestyle, and I'm gonna choose cursors too. So I'm gonna set the color to white. No, not white. Let's choose orange. Yeah, and there are the opacity slider and the rotation slider as well. So let's click add, and I'm gonna take it from here to here. Yeah, you can later adjust the angle of the line, and now this size over here is the size of the cursor. So I'm gonna set it to 56. Yeah, 56. Just, yeah, it's fine as long as you guys will be able to see it. It's fine. 56 is fine. And as we move on over here, this is the thickness of the line. Now I'm going to set it to 56 as well. Nope, it looks like a damn pencil over there. So 23. Nope, sorry guys, sorry for messing over here. 23. Yeah, that's fine. So that's it. Over here, as I mentioned earlier, the opacity slider and the opacity slider and the rotation slider. So now there are keys as well. You can do the same thing as I did earlier in the video for the both text and the image. So I'm not going to demonstrate it again, but I'm sure most of you guys will insist I will demonstrate it, so I'm going to do anyway. So place it to third, second, and add key. Set the opacity to 0. But as you guys notice, there is no direction button over here because you won't be needing those in this shape department, because you guys will be manually able to point the direction you want, and having those will be just a nuisance. Yeah, so let's play the video. As you guys can see, the arrow just slowly disappears, and I'm going to delete those keys now. And so now I'm going to add a rectangle over here to insert a annotation in it. So click add, and yeah, that's fine. Sorry, wait for a moment. Add, yeah, so place it over here and increase the size of the rectangle a bit, and yeah, I'm done. So there is the circular thing, circle inserter. I don't know how to describe it, so I'm gonna delete it because I won't be needing that. So that is here's the curvy line. Click add. See, as it curves, as it swirls. So I'm I won't be needing that too in this video, so I'm fine. Click OK. So I'm gonna add a text. As I mentioned earlier, I'm going to insert a annotation to it. So I'm gonna click add. I'm gonna type in fish. So place it in the square and I change the color because white. I can't see the white text. So click orange again. So fish. Damn it, I can't see it as well. So black should do fine. Black, I can't see black too. Yeah, no, it's not fine. This gonna take a while, is it? So let's see. Yellow. Damn it. Red. Yeah, now red comes in handy. Now the flashy thing has an advantage. Fish. So there is a annotation here. So as we inserted all those annotations, and now time for some effects. So the text, I'm gonna set the fish text to, I'm gonna add a key. Now I'm gonna set it to the 3rd second, add a key, slide, disappear. Okay, so let's move on to shapes and the rectangle, add key, move on to the 3rd second, add another key, move the opacity slider to 0. So let's move on to the line segment. We go to the starting of the video. Yeah, add a key, move on to the 3rd second, add another key and set the opacity to 0. Now let's see the effects of it. I'm going to hit the play button and you guys will notice the difference. As you guys notice, all those annotation, it just slowly disappears. Isn't that wonderful? Yeah, that's wonderful. So, and that's it. So I just inserted the annotation in order to demonstrate you guys about the features available in this Wonderfox video watermark. So okay, and now I forgot to mention this video is not mine. I took it from YouTube, so don't, what to say, block this video. Yeah, don't report it to YouTube and block this video. It is not mine, I took it off YouTube. I repeat, this is not mine, I took it off YouTube. So there is a built-in video enhancer in Wonderfox video watermark. Now there isn't much here. You can only mess with the contrast, saturation, insert a mosaic effect to it. See, here's the preview. You can blur the video a bit. See, you can blur it. You can even sharpen it. See, sharpen it. Emboss. Noise. And the old film effect. As you slide the slider further to the left, it will become much more black and white. As I slide the slider further to the left, it becomes less black and white and lesser black and white and more colorful. So that's it. You can trim it. No, you can mirror it. See, you can mirror it, and yes, the vertical mirror, and this is the vertical mirror, and this is the horizontal mirror, and that's it. Okay, now click run. As I mentioned earlier, click run. As I mentioned earlier, there is a variety of codecs to choose from. Now here are the codecs: DVD, VCD, SWF, FLV, etc, etc, etc. So I'm going to set it to AVI resolution. I'm going to keep the original resolution. Encoder automatic, automatic, original, everything is kept original, so there's nothing much to modify over here. So run. So let's wait for it to finish. So that's finished embedding those watermarks. Now let's see the video. So as you see, you able to see that it just disappears, and the discuss text is over here, and my YouTube profile picture is over here. So that's it. Yeah, those are beautiful fish too, but currently it's not available at the area I'm living in. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and if you like this video, rate the like button, and if you need anything else, comment. Thank you.